this. So I ended up having to move the thing here because I was way off camera. But I won't be doing that today, so.
Learning my range. This is my contemplating pose.
Oh,
I think maybe maybe I should just tilt everything so that looks like everything's at an angle in mine. I don't know.
Just put something under one side of your laptop. You'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't have put a binder of Dissension Uncommons down here. Just move that out of the way. Oh, there we go. Back to normal.
Good
They said it was free. They lied.
Oh, crap. Yeah, where is 620?
What?
Nothing. Carry on. It's fine. Go ahead.
Yay, dead things. Okay, here we go. Ow, jam! Hello again, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic here on twitch.tv/themanapool. What? Because, of course, we live stream on Twitch these days.
That's what we do now.
It is. You should come hang out and, hang out.
Go play some Magic.
On
Monday
Monday nights. We're starting this one at 9 p.m. Eastern because that's my fault. Usually we start around somewhere between 8:30 and 9.
Yeah,
It's usually my
a little
fault.
behind.
It's usually Cluze's fault.
Yeah,
But-
that's fair.
So, I am Chewie. With me, other way, to the right, in the center, there is Squee.
I am in the middle.
And way over on the other side is Cluze.
This guy. Hello, most of southern Kansas.
You know, saying most makes it more intimidating.
It does.
Yeah, I know. It's not all
Like,
all of
that's
southern Kansas.
Most of southern Kansas. The rest of you, you know what you did.
There's this little carve out in. Look, they know what they did. Okay,
I
know
hope
what
they
did.
know.
Let's hope it's not like Danville.
I don't think anything is. I mean, maybe Dante has some things that might compare, but that's about it.
The guy from Clerks? Actually, he probably
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Let's go with that.
Like,
yeah.
Danville's one of those places you roll in and it's actually just black and white, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
But not
black and
Pleasantville
white.
black and white.
No.
Like, unfortunate we're reviewing this because a felony was committed black and white.
I would say that it's just shades of gray, but no, it's shade of gray. Just the
Ooh.
one. Everything just looks
Like you're living in a Game Boy, but gray. I gotcha. Okay,
That's-
cool.
That's
So, hey, look, magic. Look at that.
So, like,
They
you're
have
living in a Game
they
Boy
have
Pocket?
green peppers, which
Ooh.
that will mean something to one listener only. Okay.
All right.
All right,
Hello.
then. So,
This is a show about nothing. I mean, magic.
yes, this is Monday Night Magic number 620, which is not a small number.
Nope.
And we are here to talk about all of the Magic tournament results, news, and all that good stuff. So, first up, the first important bit of news, the banned and restricted announcement happened.
We're probably going to take up the whole show talking about this.
I mean, we could if we were that kind of show.
I mean,
but-
hold on. I haven't seen it. Let me just go to it here real quick.
Look at you not even looking at
Yeah,
the video.
It's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, ooh, man. Chewie, is it okay if I read the whole thing? Can I just take a minute?
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Here we
It's
go.
gonna take you a while. I'm just gonna sit here with my phone.
Yeah.
I better get a drink. Hold on. Testing. Check. Okay, here we are. Ready? The banned and restricted announcement dated August 20th, 2018. No changes to any formats.
Man, I don't think we were going to make it through that.
I feel like I got older.
Okay. That took a lot out of me. I'm going to be quiet for a minute, guys. You
That's
carry on
rough.
without me.
Yeah, you save your energy for when we talk about Legacy later.
Yeah. So, yeah. Everything is fine. Standard is pretty good. Legacy is Legacy. Modern, you can play anything. Despite all the people claiming that, like, Humans is going to destroy the format or Krark Clan Ironworks is going to destroy the format. Clearly it's
Now,
not.
wait. We should point out that you can't play Twin, and that's, I think, why people are actually upset, is they have an unbanned Twin.
Yeah, and hopefully they never will.
I just want to mention it so we don't get a lot of emails or tweets or Toots.
Sure.
That's the Mastodon thing, or let's say Snapchats. Are we on Snapchat?
Are you on Snapchat?
No, goodness.
That's more
no.
of a personal thing, Cluze.
Anyway.
Yeah. So suffice it to say, standard is okay, but in spite of it being okay, I would wager nearly half of the cards in it are no longer going to be allowed in standard in, let's say, 3 months.
Yeah.
Just going to be gone.
Yeah, this struck
Yeah.
me as odd. So it's August 20th, right?
Yes.
On this part of Earth, yes.
The next update is October 1st. Which is not that far away.
That's right around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, it's after a new set comes out.
Yeah. So wait, are they
Where
still
this one is
doing...
a few weeks after a Pro Tour.
Are they still doing the announcement before a Pro Tour and the announcement after a Pro Tour?
I think they're doing a few weeks after a set comes out and then a few weeks after a Pro Tour.
Ah, okay.
So they're just going to be like 8 of these a year, as I understand it.
Gotcha.
They've changed their policy on this so many times. I could be entirely wrong.
Yeah, I don't actually remember.
I suspect, as mentioned also in the chat, that they probably want to have something in place post-rotation since, no matter how much you're practicing for a new format, that's going to be a pretty big shift, and there could be problems that they want to have something already on the schedule to address. So I'd wager it's probably going to stick to a few weeks after a set comes out and a few weeks after a Pro Tour once people have decided that everything is terrible and must react, but enough weeks have gone by that they don't react that hard. So
Fair enough. Speaking
we'll see.
of the Pro Tour, let's go ahead and do this next thing. Blake Rasmussen.
Rasmussen?
Rabinaster?
Blake
Radigan?
made an
World's
announcement
greatest
that there will be announcements, which seems to
good.
be all the rage these days. Because I think Overwatch made an announcement that there's going to be a cartoon or an animated short, rather than just giving us an animated short.
Yes.
And it's the same thing. Hey, this is the announcement that there will be announcements. They're changing a few things. There are going to be 3 announcements over the next few weeks. Let's
In the
say.
future.
So the first Pro Tour in 2019 will be at the end of February in Cleveland. So, that's a problem.
Where's Cleveland?
Hey, there's a skyline in Cleveland. Well, in a suburb of Cleveland, so it's okay.
What?
Skyline Chili. We've talked about this before. It's in Ohio.
Okay,
There's-
I'm thinking when you said there's a skyline, I'm like, yeah, there's a skyline.
I'm sorry,
everywhere.
okay,
There's a
I'm
sky,
sorry.
Mr. Astronomy Professor.
There is the sky is still there, and actually, if it's clear where you are, you should go outside because the first quarter moon is near both Saturn and Jupiter, which is kind of nice. But
Ooh.
I'm
It
sorry,
should never wander that far away. That could have terrible ramifications.
True.
Anyway, so the first Pro Tour, February 22nd through the 24th in Cleveland. The format will be announced 8 to 12 weeks prior to the tournament.
No pressure.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a change. In the past, we would know much further in advance what the format was going to be.
I assume
I
so.
believe you normally know far enough in advance so that when you're trying to qualify for it, you know what you're expected to have.
Right. See, that's what I thought.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm okay. I'm going to get my prediction in now. Extended.
Let us all hope that Cluze is wrong for a variety of reasons.
Please, dear God, let me be wrong.
Zendikar block constructed. While we're
yeah.
listing stupid things.
So another big thing that they're mentioning here, they're hiring 3 pro players to be pro player advisors so that they make less dumb decisions. And I think that's neat.
Makes sense.
Although I question making that public.
Yeah, here's what I'm going to say. Also, another prediction. people are going to be outraged that those 3 pros were chosen.
Yeah, especially if those 3 people, are either active players, in which case it'll be like, that's not fair, or
Exactly. Yeah.
not active players, in which case they're not in touch, or
In which case it's not their turn yet.
Yeah.
the reason for announcing this is to show that they're trying to make things better.
Yeah,
I do applaud the
optics thing.
transparency. Yeah.
So, they're changing some of the Pro Tour, Pro Club benefits, whatever. That doesn't apply to us. And if it does apply to you, you know already. So that's cool. They're changing how the team series thing works slightly. Again, if that matters to you, you already know about it.
Yep.
And then, yeah, they're reviewing pro player candidates to work with WotC as consultants to shape the future of the Pro Tour and Magic Pro gaming. These players will be direct conduits to the pro community, but will work with us at Wizards of the Coast to provide a consistent, open feedback loop to make our competitive gaming experience awesome at all levels. We will be selecting up to 3 players to come work on the Pro Tour and the Pro Club structures with us. This will not affect those players' eligibility for the Pro Tour.
That's weird.
So, yeah, this is why they're staggering the announcements, is because they're going to get these people together and then figure stuff out, which is cool. I like it. So, yeah. Some more is coming soon, but those were the big things.
And, if you are a Pro Tour player and you listen to this show, let us know.
Yeah, by all means.
We're just curious.
Are we, though? Oh, we didn't ask what you thought of the show. We just asked, do you listen? Okay,
No, just do you listen? Yeah. No. Oh, no. No, we don't want to know what they think about the show.
What was that? Oh, hey.
I'm fine with hearing that, too.
There's a woolly caterpillar following us now. That's cool. Thank you for the follow.
That.
Is it my mic cover?
No. That's a dead kitten. We've talked about this.
Oh, okay. All
right.
Yeah. All right. So that's the big news. I guess we should talk about some tournaments.
Probably.
I guess.
Yeah. So let's go to Grand Prix Los Angeles. Where? Hang on. I have to find the right buttons. Logan Nettles won, running a black-red aggro deck.
I approve.
In a field of 1,070 players.
Did you say 1070?
Yes.
Nice. Second place was Ben Friedman, who was running a blue-black mid-range deck.
I sort of approve.
Yeah, that is.
At least it's mid-range.
And third place, Chris Ferber was running a blue-white God Pharaoh's Gift.
Where does that rank on your blue scale, Cluze?
I like that there's white in this deck. I'm not sold on the blue.
There are no counter spells, if that helps any.
That does help.
In the main.
That certainly helps.
There aren't even any instants in the main, so...
But, look, at least 6 of these lands have got to go. We can replace them with something else. Like, say, we could put some mountains there.
All right. In next place, what is that? Fourth place, Eric Froelich was running Turbo Fog, because...
Slow down there.
Yeah, apparently... Eric Froelich doesn't like it when his opponents play Magic. In fifth place, Alex Bertoncini, more on him in a minute, is running a white-blue Approach of the Second Sun deck. So that's a thing.
Yeah.
So wait, how many different decks is that? Is that 5 different decks?
I think that's 5 different decks so far.
Okay. Sixth place is our first repeat. Larry Lee is running a black-red aggro deck.
Well, if you got to repeat a deck, at least make it that one.
In seventh, Steven Solis is running a black-green Constrictor deck. Remember that? Wow.
Still too many snakes.
Still
variety.
There are 4 snakes.
Yeah, that's too many.
Oh, 4 snakes is too many?
4 too many.
So are we talking the card or the snake?
The snake, yeah, just snakes in general, not a fan.
Gotcha. And then rounding out the top 8, Mitchell Tamblyn is running a Grixis mid-range deck.
Is this a good variety?
Is this actually 7 different decks in the top 8? Wow.
Yeah.
It really looks that way, yeah.
That's really cool.
We'll have some other standards to compare it against later. But for right now, that looks pretty neat.
Okay, then. So, yeah. The elephant in the room is Alex Bertoncini. Because, as we know, he has gotten long bans for cheating, twice?
I believe so.
I think it was twice. And, his last one was 2 years, I want to say? I've done zero research, but it was long. And now he's back.
His name conjures imagery of someone cheating in the Magic community, to give you context.
So, now he's back. He's been back for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And, no one cared. But as soon as he makes top 8 of a Grand Prix, the entire Magic community has lost its mind and is calling for lifetime bans and torches and pitchforks and all that.
Yep.
And I mean, not just randos on Twitter. I mean, like well-respected pro players. And just everybody. And I don't really think that's necessary.
Yeah, regardless of how people feel about him, there's a system in place that determines when someone's allowed to play Magic again. And the system that they set up to do this, based on who Wizards of the Coast wants to be playing, has shown that, yes, he's allowed to play again. And he has been. And he finally did well enough in an event that we're talking about him again. So that's kind of what happens. If they decide that something isn't worth a lifetime ban, then you shouldn't be surprised when they come back and play. And if they do well, then you're going to hear about them on a list of people who did well. Kind of the situation.
Dead Kitten is now following too, so that's a little strange. I get the feeling that was Cluze.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't me.
But yeah, I understand people feel strongly about this character in particular, and that yes, he's done stuff wrong in the past, but he's done his time and he's back. Now, there were lots of people saying, I've seen him do all of these things at this tournament that were scummy. Well, if you saw it, or you're aware of it, why didn't he get DQ'd or have judge called on him?
I thought for sure you were going to say call it judge, because that's actually the correct answer.
Yeah, but apparently either no one did, or these scummy things didn't happen, or it's a witch hunt. So, shut up. If he does something wrong and gets banned again, surely to God it'll be lifetime that time, right?
That's up to
maybe
them to decide based on what he does.
There's also that.
We can't go 100% court of public opinion when there's actually a system in place that's supposed to police this. And if you don't like aspects of that system, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
If you want to have the policy that no one who cheats is allowed to play anymore, well, you still don't get to make that choice, but that should be your opinion. You don't get to pick one person who's wildly unpopular and say, no, he doesn't get to. That's a much bigger systemic response. And we're not seeing that right now.
Yeah, so I don't want to comment necessarily specifically on, this individual or any single individual case. But if we feel as a community that someone deserved a lifetime ban for the things that they did in the past, I think the time to talk about that is when they were given their suspension, right? I mean, we shouldn't wait until the person that it's okay that they only got a 2 or 3 year ban until they're doing well again. I think that's really weird to do things that way. I mean, it's kind of an out of sight, out of mind sort of thing. But I guess if we as a community feel that people who are, for lack of a better phrase, convicted of cheating, it's kind of weird to say it that way, but found guilty of cheating, at what point do we ban them for life, right? Is it a one strike you're out? Is it two strikes you're out? Is it on a case by case basis? If it's on a case by case basis, then who exactly decides? I mean, even if you absolutely hate this individual and everything that they've ever done, and even if you were like personally affected by this individual, do you want to live in a world where WotC can simply ban anyone they don't like?
Well, we do live in that world. I had a
We
long rant
do.
about that a long while ago. And there are certain individuals who have received lifetime bans for things not involved in tournament magic. So Wizards can ban anyone for any reason.
Right, they can, but when they do, is that something that makes us feel comfortable or something that makes us feel uncomfortable? What should that process be?
Well, for the people that are calling for him to have a lifetime ban, it's purely based on whether or not they like that person or not. Like, the same people who want Bert and Cheney banned for life are the same people who were like, yay, when Hambly got banned. And they're not remotely the same. But those people don't like those two characters. So yes, let's ban them. This is my take. Because of my highly negative opinion on the online Magic community on social media. Like, I'm fairly certain that if Kibler got caught cheating, they'd be like, no, you can't ban Kibler, he's Kibler. Because they like him.
I think my takeaway from all of this is going to be, if you don't like the fact that he's back at all after, a second cheating conviction, then going right now and saying he needs to be banned isn't the answer. The answer is to go and make it clear that you don't want repeat cheaters playing, period, separate from this example. Because if he's cheating again, he'll eventually get caught, and then they'll probably throw a much heavier hammer down on him because he'd be a third-time offender. But they're not going to go back and change the sentence that they gave him after it's been done. Like, you can't set that precedent either. So go show that you don't want repeat cheaters. So you don't want any cheaters. Like, say all of those things. Separate it from this unpopular person, because that's just going to cloud your argument.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that would be feedback to give to, specific channels. Don't just scream it on Twitter. Maybe contact WotC. Maybe contact your regional coordinator for the judge program. Tell them how you feel. But please, for the love of God, do so in a respectful manner. Don't go shouting with pitchforks and making demands. Tell them that you're uncomfortable with the community being represented, quote unquote, by folks who were repeatedly convicted of cheating. I don't know, but yeah, I agree with Squee. You should try and think carefully about your arguments and try and separate them from one individual case.
You're looking for a systemic change, and you're not going to get that if you let it get tied to one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that the argument that some people are already formulating and probably already saying is, yeah, but until he gets that ban, like, he just stole $1,500 for finishing 5th in this GP. And that's the system.
I mean,
if he didn't get caught, then we have to assume he got here. Honestly,
we're operating on the assumption that anyone who wins a tournament didn't cheat. That's why we have systems in place to find out if they cheated. Like, otherwise, what's the point of any of it? Like, you have to assume that with judges and the like present and the systems that we have, everyone who's won has won. And if you're upset that he was allowed to play at all and get in, well, then too bad. You don't get to pick who plays and who doesn't. Him placing and making money here isn't stealing money because he was allowed to play. He was allowed to, pay his way in. He's allowed to do whatever he needs to do. And as long as he's not breaking any rules and he's not banned from play, he's got the same rights as everyone else to win.
All right. I think we spent longer on that than we...
We had to make sure that we double tap the horse, and we have confirmed it's dead now. So we can move on to other happier topics, like other standard tournaments.
The horse has been turned 90 degrees twice.
So it's upside down now?
It is now a flipped horse.
Gotcha.
Not a transformed horse.
Was weird.
Yeah, I want to be clear about that. It's not a transformed horse. It's flipped.
That
All right,
needs an
then.
up card.
It's also not a morphed horse or a manifested horse.
No.
Just while we're on the same thing here. So, enough
horse slaughter.
enough horse slaughter. Let's go to GP Providence. Oh, wait, no, we're not going to go to GP Providence.
We're not?
No, we're going to check the top 16.
Oh.
And that's
Oh.
fair then.
Okay, well...
So we got 7 new decks in the top 8.
Yeah, okay,
I
well, here's a
assume
green-blue Stompy in 9th, so that's 8. Turbo Fog, red-black aggro. Brian Rockenbach's GPLA. What? This is another red-black aggro. Okay. There's no name. Another black-red aggro, another blue-black mid-range, another God Pharaoh's Gift. Okay, so in the top 16, we had 8 different decks, most of which were in the top 8. I like it.
Yeah. If you go over to the breakdown, you can see an okay variety there too.
Oh, is there a breakdown?
Yeah, the day 2 highlights.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that's just where they put that now.
Yeah.
The top 32 breakdown. Is there more than that? No. Okay. So yeah, here's the top 32 breakdown. 11 black-red aggro. Wow. 3 blue-black mid-range and turbo fog. 2 each of Constrictor, Esper Control, Flame of Keld Red. Woo! And white-blue gift. And then 1 each of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Wow. Look at standard not sucking.
I like how they have that, and they also have a day 2 highlights, which breaks down things differently.
Day what?
I know that what you're showing on the screen isn't matching what I'm looking at.
Clearly
Making
not. I was
sure.
in the highlights of day 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were you looking at?
I'm looking at something that will be relevant later because I'd opened up the other event when we started talking about it. Carry on.
Okay, so let's go to the other event.
Because, fix that.
Okay. GP Providence. How many people were at GP Providence?
GP Providence had 704 playing standard.
A lot less people there.
It's a smaller state than Los Angeles.
Isn't it fewer people?
Okay, sorry. So when I look over here for the people watching, that's my window, and I just heard a sound.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so GP Providence. Yes, right, correct. Who won? Daniel Duffy won. What was he playing? Mono Red Wizards. What? There's a more different deck.
Needs young pyromancer.
Needs young. No, not
It's
legal.
settling for Viashino Pyromancer.
I guess.
We'll go with that. Check out this draft common that made made the winning deck of a GP. Huh.
I mean, it's trying its hardest to be a chain whirler.
I guess it does give you more face damage and more wizard to turn on your lightning.
And you definitely want that lightning turned on.
Makes sense.
Baby. All right, are these in order? Oh, thank goodness. Oliver 2 came in second with a white-blue control deck.
Ooh, don't like this at all.
Well, that's because you're a decent human being. Benjamin Riley. Wow, Ben Riley again. In third place, playing a similar blue-white control deck.
Ooh, don't like this at all.
Nope. You're still a decent human being. Andrew Cuneo running a blue-black control deck. Not real big on this either while we're at it.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
Only we could combine white-black somehow.
Edgar, oh no. I always know how to pronounce his name until it's time to say it.
Yeah.
Yep. Good luck, buddy. You're on your own.
Is it... Like, I'm saying them in my head and none of them sound right, so I'm just going to say Megal Hayes.
Sure.
Yeah, good enough.
I would guess Megal Hayes.
Okay.
But what's he playing?
Name, regardless.
Magal Hayes. Anyway, he's playing blue-black mid-range.
There you go.
So, you know, that's the thing. Kane Reinhardt. Kane Reinhardt is running red-black aggro with a big-ass hammer.
Now I'm picturing like a professional wrestler and an Overwatch character.
Yeah. Could they make a Kane skin for Reinhardt? That would be sick.
It would be very awkward looking.
It'd have to be like 90s Kane with the mask and the hair and the one arm bear. Anyway,
red black aggro.
Red black aggro. In 7th place, Bolin Zhang is running a Mono Red Wizards also. I wonder if this is what the other tournament called Flame of Keld Red, because it's got Flame of Keld in it.
I mean,
maybe?
What other deck is
too
going to
late
run
to go
Flame of
back and
Keld than a red deck?
Wait to go back and look.
And then Christopher Stetson in 8th is also running a Mono Red Wizards deck. Good lord. I guess the meta is just different on the other side of the country.
It certainly seems that way. I think we only have 5 different decks in this top 8.
It kind of looks like Providence was the battle between blue control and fire. And that sounds about like Magic, so sure.
Okay, so there are 2 things in the chat I have to point out. One is Deckard Kane Reinhardt, which I find even funnier.
Oh, wow.
Stay a while and listen. And then he hits you with a big-ass hammer. And apparently Kane is a mayor in Tennessee now.
Huh.
Okay, then.
So, you know. Whatever.
Weird all the way around.
Just everything about this is not right.
So what you're telling me is that Ben Riley and Kane are both in the top 8. Got it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Thanks, 90s Marvel. Said 6 people ever.
All right, let's...
Wait, can I get an alternate cover that comes already sealed in a collector's bag?
No, you didn't pre-order it. Too bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
man.
All right, let's go check out the rest of the top 16. We got a couple of black-red aggro, blue-white control, more aggro, Grixis mid-range, aggro, Grixis mid-range, aggro. Well, that was quick.
Fun.
That's the idea. Everybody gets lunch.
So yeah, if you go to the day 2 highlights, you see what I was looking at before and being very confused.
All right, day 2 highlights for Providence.
I think Cluze is more okay with this breakdown.
Yeah,
All right,
hold on.
so we've got
day 2.
43 decks in day 2, almost 28% of the field, red, black, aggro. 18 were mono red wizards. 13 were mono red aggro. 12 were blue black mid range. 12 were other. Then we have descending countdown of Grixis mid range, Esper control, Stompy, white blue control, Turbo Fog, Storm, Godfarer's Gift, Benalia. 4 of those. So
there you go. Like,
yeah.
a large portion of the top of the day 2 field was going to lunch.
Yeah, they were.
Excellent.
43, 18, 13, 9, and probably the Benalia deck 2 and 4. So however many that is. I already forgot the numbers, but that many people of day 2 were trying to eat lunch.
Yeah.
Seems good.
I also like that they have word art under it to show you a chart, just in case you want one.
Oh, look, a chart. How adorable.
Pie.
Ha.
I like pie. Actually, I'm not real big on pie.
Well, you're
Depends on
wrong.
the pie.
I'm more of an ice cream kind of guy.
You know they go together.
I'd rather just have double the ice cream, thanks.
How do you feel about cake?
Cake, I'm okay with cake.
All right. Great. We're decided. We're having a cake.
I like
No.
cake. Bill doesn't like cake.
Wait.
No, cake's fine, but like if we're choosing, there are better options. Welcome to Monday Night Bake Cast, which is not about what you thought it was.
What about red velvet? Can we have, to go with all the red black aggro, can we get a red velvet cake?
No.
Why
Red
not?
velvet makes for good cupcakes, though.
Ooh. Do you not like red velvet, Cluze?
Okay. Red velvet. What do they often ice red velvet with?
Fire because you're aggro.
I have no idea.
I know you
Red
often
velvet
find.
is the most aggro deck you can eat.
I often find cherries get involved anytime we bring up red velvet, and that's a problem
That's-
for me.
Not my experience with red velvet.
Yeah, that sounds weird.
Usually it's more
All right,
like
well.
a, nice white kind of icing on top of it, like a vanilla cream or something.
Well, I will take the vanilla cream icing. That's fine.
Yay.
Or some, delicious buttery icing. What we're saying is color pie can be delicious if you make it right.
Sorry. Yeah, cream cheese icing on the red velvet. Thank you.
There you go. That's what I was trying to get at.
Thank
For some
you,
reason, I was blanking on it. Yeah, it's typically cream cheese icing.
So what made me laugh was Pinball Witch pointing out that Mrs. Beakley is going to bring me the ice cream and cake
Ooh.
in on the moon, in the African mine, in the Amazon, and up the Himalayas. Mrs. Beakley is there to bring me ice cream and cake and a 1-up.
She is very helpful like that.
I was on a stream recently. I played DuckTales Remastered, so
Woo.
and Mrs. Beakley was just in every level. Just here, have some ice cream and some cake and a 1-up. And I'm like, what are you doing? We're
That's
on
just
the
how it works
moon.
when you're rich.
Yep, it checks out.
When you're rich enough, you can have cake wherever you want. That's why people want to be rich.
Ah, that is a good reason. Anyway, so that's enough of the Grand Prix thing. Let's go to the Star City Open, which was in Dallas.
Was it?
I mean, that's
Yes.
it's called Dallas. I don't know if it
Okay.
actually was in Dallas.
I'm gonna guess it was near Dallas.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. An entire season was a dream. Ask your parents.
Well,
All right, you damn near killed me. Okay, I'm
Bill
sorry.
wins. Okay then.
Yeah, possible show title.
The entire season was an entire season was a dream.
An entire.
Yeah, that's a pretty good name. All right, so
I like that I can see you when I make those jokes now. That does make this more fun for me.
the so the it's not like the whole show was a dream. That was Newhart. Anyway. Oh, and Ransom is now following. Thank you for the follow.
Oh god.
Okay, so Dallas was a team constructed open. Oh, I have like a serious itchy nose today. I'm sorry. I promise. For people watching, it literally looks like I'm like been doing cocaine or something because I just keep going like that. But I can't
That's a
afford.
different channel.
I can't even afford like coke.
We talk about legal baking here. Thank you very much.
Pinball H in the chat did want to also throw into the mix Saint Elsewhere. So, speaking of dreams.
I never watched that one, so
I know, but I had to bring it up because I know my wife is watching the stream, and I know she would like to hear that. So, she was a big
okay.
fan.
Hi,
Did it for the family.
hi, Dr. Mrs. Dr. Cluze. Okay, so moving on. This was a team constructed event, so let's run through the top 8 real quick. Jonathan Job was playing Bant Nexus in Standard. Brian Basoko was playing Humans in Modern.
Human.
And David Thomas was playing a blue-black Death Shadow deck in Legacy for first place. Second place, Brennan DeCandio with a blue-black mid-range deck in Standard. Tannen Grace with Grixis Delver in Legacy. And Ross Merriam with Humans in Modern.
Popular choice.
Well, it is pretty good, but not oppressive, thus no bans. In third place, Chad Harney was running Grixis Delver in Legacy. John Philip Whetstone, yes, Whetstone, was running Mono Red Aggro in Standard. And
That's pretty sharp.
Womp womp. And Matthew Pitzer was running Storm in Modern.
You're crossing your teams.
Oh, I am. Hang on, who did I miss?
You
I
missed
missed Joe Stempo playing the Black-Red Vengevine deck in Modern in third place. Excuse me. Sorry. Hang on.
So that was Joe, Chad, and John in the same.
Joe, Chad, and John in third, yes. Okay, Matthew Pitzer was on Storm in fourth. Evan Whitehouse, Mono Red Aggro in fourth in Standard. And Max Medeiros, something like that, in Legacy playing Sneak and Show. Been a while since we've seen that pop up in Legacy, hasn't it?
It sneaks up on you.
That I was hoping Cluze would go somewhere along those lines. Nice.
Thank you for setting that up. I spiked it.
Aaron
Playing
Rubin
golf.
in Yes, Aaron Rubin in fifth place for Legacy was playing Grixis Delver. Kevin Bishop was playing Humans in Modern, and Roy Varney playing Mono Red Aggro in Standard. Mac Blanchard. I don't know why, but I really like that name. Mac Blanchard.
It sounds like a protagonist
It
in an
it
awesome,
does.
like, film noir movie.
It does! You just
Mac
pulled that
Blanchard.
thought right out of my head. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it, Mac Blanchard in. And then there's the cover of the book is him.
Mac
in a trench
Blanchard
coat.
in Modern Storm.
It
I like it.
And the cover is him leaned up against the brick wall wearing the trench coat and the hat. And there's a lightning strike behind him, so he's in silhouette. Yeah, yeah.
But because it's magic, he's using the lightning to actually light his cigarette. Yeah. This is what Jace wanted to be back in Innistrad. Your name is awesome. We're complimenting.
And this is why we don't get large viewership. Okay.
Yeah.
So Mac Blanchard, Storm, Modern, sixth place, got it. Scott McNamara was playing the blue-black mid-range deck in Standard, and Alan Hubbard was playing a blue-black Death Shadow in Legacy. Seventh place, Chris Kusenberger running Grixis Delver in Legacy. Michael Byers running Mono Green Tron in Modern. Hey, look, no bans for Tron either.
Yeah.
Must not be that bad. That was seventh. And KC Johnson is running Grixis mid-range in Standard. Nice. And rounding out the top 8, we've got Aaron Barrich, one of those, running Infect in Legacy. Gregory Stiver running a Black-Red Hollow 1 in Modern. Hiccups. Nathan Fountain running Esper Control Hiccups in Standard.
Rule 1.
They're hiccups. I'm not dying.
Good.
Not even
Pick up
painful
some kind of
hiccups.
legacy deck.
Was it Esper Hiccups? Probably.
Yeah, I think it's just the one where you don't get to eat and you're miserable.
Oh. Okay, running through the rest of this, I see a Modern Dredge. I see some lands in Legacy. I see a Legacy Black-Green Depths deck. Ooh. Bant Nexus in Standard. Nope, I gotta look. What is that? Oh.
Is it a variation on the same stall deck?
Well, sort of. It's got Karn and Teferi, Gift of Paradise, Censor, Haze of Pollen. Wait. Censor and Haze... These are cycling cards. Hieroglyphic Illumination, Nexus of Fate. Oh god, are you just digging for the Nexus? Root Snare, that's a fog. Settle the Wreckage. Search for Escanta Charter Course. Drakehaven's in the side. Like, it looks like the Drakehaven deck, but Drakehaven's in the board.
Wait, which Bant Nexus are we looking at right now?
12th place in the team open.
So not
No.
the first place.
I was looking at the first place deck.
There's a first place deck?
Yeah, you went right by first place Bant Nexus. Like,
Oh, I did.
yeah, it's right there, man.
Wait, is this just the Turbo Fog deck that isn't named Turbo Fog? Is that what I'm looking at here?
Fogless Turbo Fog.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just that.
I don't actually look at Turbo Fog lists because they piss me off, so I don't actually look at them. So it could
That's
be that this is
completely
totally the
fair.
Turbo Fog deck, and I just am an idiot.
I mean, it's got Haze of Pollen on it.
So hang
so
on,
it's
so we
August.
can-
Stark agrees in the chat there. I mean, not necessarily with the part that you're an idiot. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure he agrees with that. Hang on.
Right.
Eric Froelich was running Turbo Fog. Let's just go look at it. No, not that. I don't want to see his profile. I could give a damn about his profile. What the hell? Turbo Fog. Yep.
If
yeah,
you
it's
never go
totally.
to the Wizards website.
It's literally just the Turbo Fog deck. Okay, they just didn't name it properly, and I was thrown. Excuse me.
Okay, so which name is better, by the way?
Well, Turbo Fog is one of those things that people know what it is. Although I don't know if that counts in this. How about I don't care and moving on?
Fogstorm it
excellent.
is.
Yes, it is Bant. I don't give a damn.
Yes. So okay, that's your team open. Let's keep going. There was a standard classic. How many people were in how many teams were in the team open, by the way? I don't think we said that.
271 teams were in the team open. So that's
Nice.
813 players.
Cool. Okay then.
And the standard classic, since we're talking about it, was 116.
Okay. So is this name right? Cynic Kim? That's great. One with a mono green aggro deck, which is the Steel Leaf Stompy. Okay. Sal Barboza is in second with Mono Red Wizards. Justin Cho with Red Black Aggro. Michael Carter in fourth, Red Black Aggro. Ryan Leeper with the Drake Haven deck. That is
Drake Haven also sounds like a character from a noir novel.
I respect that too.
like a less popular than Mac Blanchard series.
Oh, clearly. I think it's a supporting character in the...
Like, this is what happens when
Mac
NBC
Blanchard
doesn't want to
series.
buy the rights, so they make up their own.
I can see that, yeah. Anyway, moving on. Ricky Lynn in 6 with a red black aggro. Jason Ames in 7 with a paradoxical outcome deck. Huh?
Yeah, it's always weird.
And then Daniel Bardier. We're gonna make him French. Playing a red black aggro deck, rounding out the top 8. The rest of the top 16, there's an approach deck, Grixis mid-range, more aggro, another paradoxical outcome, more gift, more stompy, more aggro. Okay. Modern. Modern. How many people were in the Modern Classic? I bet it was more.
Modern Classic was 200.
Did we just lose Bill? Because his camera froze
Oh,
too.
okay. So, see, I thought he
Oh, there
cut
he
off
is.
this for me.
Okay, so we heard 200.
Cool.
So 200 what?
Am I here again?
Yeah.
Yes.
207. That was weird.
207. Okay. The initial reports of 200 were incorrect.
Look, okay, you knew I was coming back. It's what I do.
Austin. Oh, now Cluze is roboting. Oh, God. Okay. This might be on me, actually. I don't know.
You sounded really robot-y to me. For a
Yeah, you
second there.
roboted on my end there too, buddy.
Oh. Well, you both roboted for me, so maybe it is me. I think there's a storm going on outside again, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway,
Ooh,
that might be the sounds I'm
is it
getting.
Ant or Tess?
Well, no, this is Modern.
Don't
But
go outside to check.
Storm is in first place by Austin Collins, but it's Modern, so it's neither. Second place, Batu Akar is running Monogreen Tron. Third place, Zach Philly is running Ironworks. Just Ironworks. They didn't even bother to spell it out. They just called it Ironworks. I like it.
To the point.
Jake Rutkowski is running Blue Red Wizards. What is this?
It's 2 blue.
Delver, Lavamancer, Nimble Obstructionist, Snapcaster, Vendilion Click. Oh, right, we've seen this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. At some point.
Wizard deck.
And it's running Wizard's Lightning. And Lightning Bolt. Because I remember saying, why would you run Wizard's Lightning when Lightning Bolt is legal? And it's both. That's why. Yeah. That's better. I remember this. This is the thing that happened.
8 bolts is better.
That is what I hear, yeah. In 5th place, William Jordan is running the Black-Red Vengevine deck. David Pierce, presumably not David Hyde Pierce, is running Living End. Adrian Hernandez is running Eldrazi Tron, and Ryan Scott in 8th. Jund. Oh, yeah, that's definitely Storm. That was Thunder. Okay, good. Looking at the rest of the top 16, Ironworks, Bant Spirits in 10th, Burn, 11th, 12th, more Jund, Green Red Tron, more Wizards, and another Storm in 16th. All right. So, Cluze, you want me to take this, or you got it?
I got it, man.
I got
it, I think. Okay, so hey, let us now turn our attention to the moment we've all been waiting for, the only reason any of us tuned in, and that is to discuss the king of all formats. There were 93 players for the Legacy Classic here at the StarCityGames.com open event in or around Dallas. And the only thing I can say about this is it is apparently April 15th. You'll see why momentarily. In first place, Taylor Spain is playing lands. But then again, I'm pretty sure all of these decks were playing lands. Let me see. Is there a dredge? No. Okay, we're good. In second place, Travis Savage is playing Grixis Control. In third place, Albert Huang? Yeah, let's go with Huang. Is playing Omnitel. In fourth place, Peyton Pilgrim is on Death and Taxes. In fifth place, James Otto is on Death and Taxes. In sixth place, Travis Brown mixes it up with Death and Taxes. In seventh place, Justin Harrell is also on Death and Taxes. Seriously, what the hell, people? In eighth place, Ty Quen is on Decepticons? Question mark. This is Legacy. It could actually be Affinity. Let's take a look.
Hey, Cluze.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Yeah?
When you get really excited, back slightly away from your mic.
Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Enthusiasm.
Sorry, man. I suppose I should pay attention to such things, but I'm a
Well, you can't hear yourself on the stream, and I just you spiked it kind of hard there for one of those, and I was like, and I can't turn you down without destroying the setup on the stream.
Civilization.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I don't think there's any actual affinity in this affinity deck.
I mean, that should surprise nobody.
Yeah, but I mean, I think there might actually be less affinity than normal in this affinity deck.
I mean, the normal amount is 0.
Yeah.
Although there is occasionally like a Thoughtcast.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Thought.
Yeah, there's occasionally a Thoughtcast. There's definitely no Thoughtcast here at all. Yeah, this affinity deck makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to move on. Let's see what else we got. In 9th place, we've got some blue-white control, blue-green post in 10th. Ooh, mono-red, Prison in 11th. Grixis control in 12th. Some Death Shadow in 13th. More Death and Taxes. Haven't seen that deck since 7th place. Blue-white Stoneblade in 15th. And a Jeskai Helm deck out in 16th.
Is that like an America hat?
I assume it is an America hat. No, it's totally Helm of Obedience.
Whoops.
Yeah.
What we got
Wrong
out
button.
there. So, yeah, well, there you go. That is your top 16 in the Legacies. Play Legacy some more, is what I'm going to say.
All right, then.
All right, back over to you guys. Is there really no cranial plating in this affinity deck?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I keep looking at it, and I keep going. I have to just be missing it, right?
No, it's definitely not here.
Because cranial plating, I haven't like hit my head recently. Cranial plating, that's a card. It's in Legacy. It's in Legacy Affinity. Cranial plating, right? Back me up on this.
I mean, that's my understanding.
Oh.
However, do you see anything new added?
Yeah, it's doing Walking Ballista, Steel Overseer, Arcbound Ravager for that side of things instead of dropping a plating on someone and swinging.
But you just need the hat, man. Just put on the hat.
Yeah, that does seem kind of odd to not have it at all.
Yeah, it's like not even in the sideboard for game 2 when they go, oh, that guy doesn't have any plating. Let's not worry about plating. Oh, God, I'm dead on turn 2. I mean, come on.
Or maybe Tywin just wants to play fair-ish.
What? This is Legacy.
Oh, right.
I'm going to say we have other formats for that, but I don't...
Yeah, we have standard for that.
I don't know.
I don't think you can play cranial plating in standard either.
No, for playing fairly.
Yeah, but I was going to say there's plenty of unfair ways to play. They're
Yeah.
mostly blue.
Okay,
well, there
then.
you go then. That's a nice collection of tournaments we've covered.
Yeah, so
Yes.
let's go talk about a couple other things, shall we?
A collection of tournaments.
Sure.
Boom, there we go. What else is there?
I don't know. We covered a lot of the news at the beginning, like the important news,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the really important news, like all those banned. Hey, look, if you guys missed the banned and restricted announcement, go start over at the beginning of the podcast. You'll be glad you did.
I don't want to make any accusations of bias,
But
I checked while we were doing this show, and everyone involved in deciding banned and restricted is human. Just think about that.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's also biased.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway. So, only a couple more things of note. Mark Rosewater released his annual State of Design article today, going over how overall Magic design and how each individual set worked and didn't work.
Yep.
So if that interests you at all, you've
This
probably
is their
already
lesson
read it.
learned and takeaways from the last year.
Yeah. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Go check that out if you want to.
I think it's a testament to how much product they put out that it has so many sections.
Yeah. And like Ixalan was put together.
Yeah,
so
they combined two of
It
them.
could have more sections. Ixalan block, Unstable, Dominari, Battle Bond, and Corset 2019.
Yeah.
Which actually isn't so bad, but then you filter in all the other stuff that they made that doesn't count for this. Yeah.
Yeah. They've been busy.
A little bit. But the link to that is in the show notes as always.
Yep. Plus, you know, there's some art if you want some widescreen looking art. So that's
Sure.
cool.
And then what? Shut up, phone. The other thing is 3 new Magic products. Boom.
Gasp.
So the Wizards Play Network has given us 3 new Magic products explained. First up, we have the Guilds of Ravnica theme boosters. They're called theme boosters, but they're guild boosters.
Yep.
So they're 35 card booster packs in which all cards share a color or are colorless, including 1 rare or mythic. Now this is the Dominaria version. That was what they tested. So now they're going to switch it up a bit for Ravnica, and they're widening the net.
Yep.
So more places will be able to get them. So each booster will be based on a guild, and in guilds it's Boros, Selesnya, Izzet, Dimir, and Golgari.
I didn't hear anything after Boros.
Of course you didn't. And packs will come with 35 cards, including 1 rare or mythic. They're beginner level things. Not beginner level, they're for beginners. They're an early purchase after they've started with a Welcome deck or Planeswalker deck. And the idea is to let them expand their collection with colors that they're already invested in.
Like Boros.
Sure. So there you go. There's nothing here about price or any of that.
Yeah.
That will be in a separate announcement, which will not link to this announcement.
True. And no future announcements will link to the one with the damn price in them.
Oh, goodness no.
I could have sworn these had picture. Oh, the Spellslinger starter kit has picture. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, these won't have pictures because no art has been released for guilds yet. Duh. And then we have the Guilds of Ravnica guild kits, which is a ready-to-play 60-card deck based on one of the 5 guilds. It includes cards from all Ravnica sets, which is really neat. And we'll have various bits of guild swag, an official guild pin, life counter stickers, and more stickers!
Stickers!
Man, I want one of these. Maybe
I wonder if it's
guild?
the same stickers and pins that they made last time we went to Ravnica.
Probably.
Because I still have those.
I have some of them.
I will appreciate the fact that after the Return to Ravnica block, when they gave people the stickers for the guild in their boxes, I did see an uptick of people, especially like college students, having Ravnica guild stickers on their laptops, which made it a little bit easier to identify people that played Magic. So I guess that was cool. Plus, you can judge them based on which guild they picked.
Yeah.
Which is important.
There was some left at the bottom of my drink. That's terrible. I solved it, though. And then the other new thing is the Spellslinger starter kit, which we talked about last week. So, yeah.
Look at that Gideon getting his iconic weapon back.
Yay. So there you go. That is that.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Yeah, looking at Gideon with his iconic weapon, it's kind of like if you could imagine if Wolverine had, instead of adamantium blades coming out, just really, really thick blonde hair. Because it doesn't actually look much like a weapon when it's just going back like that. It just looks like he got Fabio'd. And that's funny. Like, I've seen plenty of art where he's like using it as a whip and he's attacking people with it, and that's a lot of fun. But it kind of looks like he just got a perm on his knuckles. And that's funny. That is all I have to contribute. Carry on.
My wayward son.
Hang on, can we make this picture bigger? There we go. That is definitely a glorious perm on his.
Wait, I'm not even looking at the
knuckles.
stream. I don't know why I came over to this screen.
I just hit the picture and zoomed it in a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend that I can see it and go,
I mean, if you look at the picture that's in the link, then that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, but I closed that tab. It's too late.
I did too. I had to reopen it so I didn't realize Bill was still talking about this. So.
Yep, there's no going back. Only forward.
All right. So, I think that's it for real world news.
I think that's just it for news.
Other stuff that's going on isn't news. So,
Nope.
Whatever. Is there anything in Magic Online?
Not really. They were just talking more about the chaos drafts that I mentioned last week. If you want to see an article for a little bit more about that, you can go to the Wizards website and click on products and Magic Online. And as usual, any real news that they're going to announce is going to come out on Tuesdays. So while you're there, you can take a look at that. There's not much else going on right now. So that's it, I think.
Cool.
We can move on with our lives.
Yay, lives. So, I mean, I don't have one of those, but whatever. How about some random sign-off nonsense then?
It does sound like us. Okay. You can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinAbob. There's no I in Goblin because I think it just went to Atlanta in advance of me so that it can get to Dragon Con first and find a parking space. Because, yeah, that's where I'm going to be in a week and a half. And if you're going to be at Dragon Con, let me know. It'll be fun. We can hang out and meet and all that other kind of crazy Dragon Con adventure stuff. And beyond that, I have to point out that like a week after that is when the new season of Iron Fist comes out. And so I did watch the trailer, and it looks more promising than the first season did. The trailer, I'm pretty sure, also spoils something that it shouldn't have, unless they cover a lot of ground in the first episode. So if you care about spoilers, don't watch the trailer. That's all I'm going to say.
Good to know. I haven't watched the trailer.
Yeah.
Good
I
advice.
didn't think they would spoil much, but just looking at them like that looks like it would have been an important plot twist. Maybe it happens in the first episode and I'm just overreacting. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to it, so that should be pretty cool. Other than that, I've been listening to the La Belle Sauvage book, which is the first of the new books in the Golden Compass, his Dark Materials type series, and I've been enjoying it. Like, it's fun, so that's cool. It feels like I picked up one of the old books, but considering I just went through all the old books last year, I don't think I'm biasing it with any, nostalgia or anything. I'm just enjoying it. It's nice. So go check that out if you like those old books. The new book is also good. And
I got my finger stuck.
It does sound like you. And that's pretty much all I got. So go Cluze.
Hey, if you want to hear more from me, there's another podcast I do called Random Discard. You can find that at randomdiscard.com. Other things I got going on. Let's see. In a couple of weeks, I'll be at PAX Prime, provided that the West Coast doesn't completely burn down, which, by the way, if you're out on the West Coast, stay safe. It's rough out there, man. Things are bad.
The West Coast is remarkably flammable to be next to water.
Yeah, it's not good. Stay safe, my friends. And wow, I guess maybe stay indoors because the air is not good right now. But in theory, I'll be there.
The air quality is terrible. Like, be careful.
Yeah, so if you're going to be there, come find me. I will be the nerdy-looking guy who thinks that the show floor is too loud. That should narrow it down sufficiently. Yeah, there you go. Let's see now. Other things.
He's also the one that looks like that.
Yeah, I'm the one that looks like this. If you're not watching the stream, watch the YouTube video later to find out that I look like this.
Just yell Storm, and then when some guy somewhere in the room goes, "Enter Tess," you found him.
Yeah, that works too. That does
It's
work.
Pavlovian at this point.
Although it's possible I'll be wearing contacts, which isn't right. So I'm going to put these back on. Okay. You can find me on Twitter. I am at...
You roboted during all of that, so it was really funny.
Excellent. You can find me on Twitter. I am at Lacluyze, spelled just like it is in the show notes. You can find me on Mastodon. I am at Lacluyze at mastodon.social, let's say. I haven't gotten the hang of that yet, and I mostly just see pictures of cats.
I'm never going to be able to associate that word with anything but the first thing you yell when you're morphing into Power Rangers. This is how it starts, man.
Okay, that's fair. So,
Tyrannosaurus!
Way to skip in line, buddy.
Over to you, Chewie.
Or if you're playing Arkham City, it's Grenade! He's transforming into a different thing, though.
That's different.
Oh, hey, wait. There was one other thing. Somebody in the chat, where is it? I think it's Bikerman95 reminded us of something. Has anyone heard from Steve on the bus? We haven't heard from him in a while, and we're getting a little worried. So
I assume we finally escaped the bus.
Yeah, it's possible he got a car? Question mark?
I'm just watching Cluze talking without moving because his video will freeze, and yet you can still hear him. It's really funny.
That is pretty entertaining.
Nice. Well, here, I can do this. There you go.
Cluze has fallen into the inky blackness.
Haven't we all?
I mean,
Haven't we all?
I'm pretty sure this is the worst.
Meanwhile,
time.
in the void.
I will now take over. So, if you would like to hear more from me, of course, you can go check out twitch.tv/themanapool, where this and various other things are live. Here lately, I have streamed The Manapool, Monday Night Magic. DuckTales Remastered. Most of it. Most of it. All the stuff that's from the original game is brilliant. And then the stuff that they added at the end is less brilliant. So much so that it made me rage quit eventually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Once you beat the
original
final
game
boss,
was brilliant.
Once you beat the final boss and you have to race, Glumgald up, some of that platforming there is wonky.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get that, now you have this jump from chain to chain and climb because lava is rising up. That wasn't in the original game. And the game still uses a lives system because the original game used lives. So if
but those elements wouldn't have worked in the original game.
Yeah, so if you miss a jump, well, you just die. And if you've missed 3 jumps, you have to go back to the beginning of the level. There's a level, and then a final boss, and then a race, and then a race. And the last 2 races are insta-death. If you lose the race, you lose, and if you fall in lava, you lose. So it's really frustrating. Yeah, like I didn't finish it. I was so mad. I was so mad. I'd also been streaming DuckTales for like 5 hours at that point, so I'll go back to it soon and finish it up finally. But anyway, those are things that I've streamed lately. Over on youtube.com/themanapool, I have been putting up some Slay the Spire, some Stanley Parable, some XCOM, and the first of the DuckTales videos will go up soon too. Also some Hearthstone.
Tank.
Oh, and Bill is a tank. Not yet. Spoilers.
Oh.
But you will be. I'm hoping in the next video, because I'm taking roughly an hour of the 5.5 hour XCOM stream and turning it into this highlight reel of just like the best bits. And I'm hoping in the 3rd hour is where I started naming the characters after viewers and friends and whatnot.
That's where it gets real.
It is, actually, because now I care about these people instead of, you no shooting bastard. Now it's Steph. It's like, ah!
No shooting doesn't sound like a Steph behavior.
I'm sorry, no aim.
There you go.
Yeah.
She also aims, but no shooting would just not work at all.
Yeah. So, like, for instance, based on our Overwatch styles, Bill is our tank. He's the heavy. Steph was the assault, the one who has a run and gun. Haley was our support.
Yeah.
I ended up also being a support because I named me before I got a class. And it's like, you're support. And I'm like, this is fitting because when do I end up playing support in Overwatch? When I get stuck with it.
Pretty often, yeah.
And yeah, Wolfie Harvell, who's here in the chat, or at least I think ended up being our first mech soldier. Spoilers. He showed up and we lopped his arms and legs off and put him in a big robot suit. Like you do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
So yeah, once we start naming the characters after people, then I start to get attached to them, and yeah, it's fun. I'm gonna have to stream that again once I'm done with these highlight reels, but they take so long to put together because, like I said, I'm turning an hour of footage into something compressed that's watchable. Because I don't know if you've played XCOM, but there's a lot of maybe I can put this person. No. There's just a lot of sitting there staring at the screen trying to figure out what to do.
Decision paralysis.
Yeah, no, not paralysis. Just trying to figure out what's not stupid.
Strategery.
Yeah. But anyway, that's all stuff going up on youtube.com/themanapool. You can also follow me on Twitter @themanapool. I'm not on Mastodon because I have enough social media crap. I'm not going to jump on another one that's like Twitter but worse in some ways. Twitter's pretty bad. Of course, if you want to help support what I do with all of this amount of stuff, then the most direct way is on Patreon at patreon.com/themanapool, where you can get Manapool episodes and YouTube videos early. You can get the early stuff and the odds and ends, all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool, that is uncensored and unfiltered. And you can get the shout-outs on both podcasts and a spot on the end slate for all the YouTube videos. But not the hiccups. Those are mine. You can't have those. Whew, and you don't want them. So to that end, I'd like to thank the following exceptionally generous lifeguards. Kim Ho, Andrew Hunt, Al, Paul David, Lance Delicious, Team U, Hellas Are You, Connor Kennedy, John Morris, Stuart Slaw, PJ McMullen, Bosco Brittain, Casey, Nathan Hay, Danny Liao, Jason Doan, Cody Buckowing, Jake Jansons, Jason Kaus, Brian DeLucci, Stark Maximum, John Parker, Jimmy Scott, Dan Holm, Bartle, Mike Miller-Burned, and the Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine. And I drank all my drink.
Yeah, you did.
So, thank you all for your exceedingly generosity. I don't know where I was going to go with that, but clearly I failed. And for those of you that are watching live, thank you so much for showing up and cheering us on and offering us nonsense and for keeping Cluze entertained.
Indeed. It's been great. It has.
And I do believe that's it. Is that it? We good?
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. So, feel free to come back on Thursday nights, around 8 o'clock or so Eastern Time for the live recording of the Mana Pool. And, of course, Mondays somewhere between 8:30 and 9 Eastern Time here for Monday Night Magic. And come back other times for all the other video game streams. Yeah. So with that, we will be done with Monday Night Magic number 620. Thank you all so very much for listening, and go play some Magic.